tied up in a straight line, and everywhere you turn, vultures and thieves at your back. Sun keeps on twisting, keep on going.
Good morning. I'm Staff Sergeant Fabrice Detachment Commander of the Revelstoke detachment. I would like to welcome and thank all of you who are present here today. We are clearly here to pay tribute to the 3 members of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police who were killed last week in Moncton. Constable Fabrice Georges Gevaudan, Constables Douglas James Larche, Constable Dave Joseph Ross, who were remembered for their dedication to the RCMP and the community they serve. Moncton, New Brunswick has not only lost 3 police officers, it has been scarred by the random and careless taking of life. The family and friends of the 3 officers, as well as the people of Moncton, need support to heal, and that is what we offer them in our gathering here today. Instead of dwelling on the horrific nature of the officers' deaths, we pay tribute to their lives and how each one committed to serve his community, aiding those in need, encountering unknowns at every call for service. The incident in Moncton reminds us all that this type of tragedy could occur in any town or city. It is our training and preparedness as police officers and the cooperation of the community, including other emergency services personnel, that can reduce this risk and make it possible to manage the unexpected. I know I speak for all the detachment members, staff, auxiliary constables, guards, and retired members here today when I say how grateful we are for the outpouring of sentiment received in the form of flowers, heartfelt comments, and messages of support. I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Revelstoke Fire Department, Parks Canada, CP Police, and the City of Revelstoke staff, and thank them for equal commitment to this community. Today we have present police officers from Revelstoke, Salmon Arm, and Sicamous who come together to share their grief and strengthen bonds with their fellow police officers. We need to take something positive from this experience and become stronger for it. We know that our bereaved colleagues would expect that of us. We will now hear from Reverend Ken Jones.
So we know why we have gathered here in this place on this day. We understand more and more now through the multimedia like Facebook that we are truly all connected. Around this globe, we are connected. And police officers and others have long known that when something happens to one of their comrades, it affects them as well. It doesn't just affect Moncton, it affects us here as well. So it is my belief that the words I use are Holy Spirit, but that's one of the ways that happens in that mysterious way, that we are all connected. And so we, in this place, in this time, can reach out and be with those in Moncton and all those personally involved. For there are those that are across this country that have known those men and their families as well. And it affects us all. And so, let us pray. Gracious and living Spirit, we come to you at this time to open our hearts and our minds so that we might be one in heart and mind with those who need your tender care at this time. Remind us of what we are called to do and be, to honor and to respect, and to give praise to those who gave their lives to make this a peaceful place. These young men and their families, our hearts go out to them. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Kevin, for your uplifting words. I'd like to now call on Mayor David Raven.
Let me first thank you for allowing us to share this moment with all of you as we heal from these tragic events. The losses of these 3 officers in the service and protection of our communities and our country is indeed a tragedy. However, we cannot let that tragedy continue on. We must allow it to heal, to get over it. Because in that healing, in looking after ourselves and our families and our communities, as we move on, we will not let it win again. It is our strength as officers and as community members that will win the day. We will honor, we will remember, and we will grow. And we will also continue on our lives. We will appreciate and thank those who serve and protect us daily. For that is the community we are, that is the country we are, and the freedoms and enjoyment that we're allowed to pursue because of the officers and the sacrifices, commitment, and dedication that they make to serve and protect us. For that, we are truly grateful. As a community, our hearts go out to those in Moncton. Our hearts go to the families of the officers. And as a mayor, my heart goes out to the mayor of Moncton, for that is truly the tragic and most feared portion. The greatest fear that we would have as mayors, this would happen to your community. To rebuild that community will take everything that we've got, including our prayers. So as I finish, I would ask that you consider your families, that you give them all an extra hug tonight, and you give your friends and colleagues a hug, and ensure that we all heal and get through this. We are our community. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. And in all honesty, we absolutely appreciate the commitment and dedication that the officers make every day to protect and serve our community. So for that, my heartfelt thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Raven. I'd like to now call on Constable Gary McLaughlin to speak and say the words.
Honored guests, fellow members, family and friends, I want to thank you all for coming today to honor the memory of the fallen police officers. We're also here to remember the heroism of those that were injured that day. These RCMP officers represent the core reality that police officers all over the world face on a daily basis. We are going to go home at the end of our shift. These events already been mirrored with the deaths of 2 police officers in Las Vegas, Nevada. It doesn't matter where you work. We've all been face to face with the dangers, often never spoken outside the walls of this detachment. Oftentimes, we've seen the media jump on a story about an event, sparking a discussion in their respective communities, resulting in some tough times for the RCMP. Sometimes these discussions are valid, but oftentimes they are not. However, we've all said it around the coffee tables that if we continue to take the approach of silence, silence doesn't answer questions. Discussions often do not have our side of the story. This must change. When such terrible events unfold, the public shows its true feelings of police. It isn't the people that yell at us in the streets every night. It's not the people that follow us home. It's not the people that write things without simply asking us if it's true or not. It's not the people that post on websites based on information they've heard. It's the real majority of the community that are silent. They just know that what we do is good and right. They sleep easy at night knowing that we'll take care of them. Sometimes the symbol of this quiet majority is as simple as a bundle of flowers placed silently beside a lowered Canadian flag. We hear you loud and clear. heroes of Moncton were ambushed by a man who, like them, will have his name go down in history. I, for one, will not mention his name because he doesn't deserve to have it said. These police officers did what any police officer would do. They were killed running toward the threat, not away from it, as every normal person would do. They ran toward the man who ultimately would take their lives because it was the right thing to do. They did it to protect those who could not protect themselves. Why? Why would anyone in their right mind do such a thing? To us members, the answer is simple. We love the communities that we serve. We raise our children in them. We volunteer in them. We become part of the very fabric of them. We also may, unfortunately, die for them. That's something each and every one of us has accepted from the minute we signed up to become a member of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. By coming today, you have sent a strong message to those in the world that believe law enforcement is the enemy. They believe that police officers are there to take away their freedoms and rights. They believe that the only way to achieve their goals is to kill those that swore an oath to protect them. These people are cowards, and they will never win. To the residents of Revelstoke, I wish to personally thank you for being here today. You are honoring the lives of these Canadian heroes. Understand that although you may never hear the whole story about events that happened, know that we are always working hard to protect each of you and the families and friends you love and cherish. We promise to continue protecting in spite of the obstacles that a single man with a gun can place before us. To the members assembled here, I wish to say, today is another day we will all hug our families a little tighter than normal. To our fallen comrades, thank you.
Constables Gevaudan.
Constables Fabrice Georges Gevaudan, age 45, was born in Moulin-Billancourt, France, and joined the RCMP at Regina, Saskatchewan, after receiving his Canadian citizenship. Upon graduation from the RCMP Training Academy in Dublin on February 11, 2008, Constable Gevaudan was posted to J Division in Moncton, namely at the Kodiak detachment, and general duty police.
À la fin de sa formation à l'école de la GRC, division dépôt, le 11 février 2008, le gendarme Gevaudan a été effectué à la division J, plus précisément au détachement de Cadets, au Nouveau-Brunswick, où il a travaillé au service généraux de police.
to read Constable Ross's profile.
Regimental number 54868. Constable Joseph Ross, 32, from Victoriaville, Quebec. Joined the RCMP at Ottawa, Ontario. Upon graduation from the RCMP Training Academy, Depot in July 2007, Constable Ross was posted to J Division, New Brunswick, namely at the Kodiak detachment, where he worked in general duty, and most recently as a police dog services handler.
Matricule numéro 54868. Le gendarme Dave Joseph Ross, 32 ans, originaire de Victoriaville, à Québec. Entré au secondaire au sein de la GRC à Ottawa, en Ontario. À la fin de sa formation à l'école de la GRC, division dépôt, le 2 juillet 2007, le gendarme Ross a été affectué à la division J, plus précisément au détachement du Cadets, au Nouveau-Brunswick. Il a travaillé au service généraux de police et récemment comme conducteur de chien de police. entrepris sa carrière au sein de la GRC à Moncton. À la fin de sa formation à l'école de la GRC, division dépôt, le 4 février 2002, le gendarme Larche a été affecté à la division J au Nouveau-Brunswick. Il a occupé des fonctions à Miramichi, à Dogtown et plus récemment au détachement de Kodiak, puis il a travaillé à la patrouille routière et aux services généraux de police. Il était aussi un enquêteur avec la section des enquêtes générales, unité des crimes majeurs de Kodiak. En 2008, le gendarme Larche méritait une citation du commandant pour avoir sauvé la vie d'un bébé inconscient à Moncton.
thank everyone for attending this service. Your presence is appreciated by the emergency service and community support personnel who work diligently in these communities. I wish to thank each of the agencies here today who work together to make Revelstoke the best place it can be. And I wish to thank all police officers for choosing a life of service. Despite this tragedy, you play a large part in making Canada one of the safest countries in the world. We honor Constable Ross, Larche, and Gevaudan, and hope that from their sacrifice, future bloodshed will be prevented. May they always be remembered.